I've been here leading a panel discussion on how the tourism industry can contribute more to wildlife conservation and nature recovery. So obviously right now there's a huge focus on climate change and the need to decarbonise in the industry, but climate's not the only crisis in town. The nature crisis is something that's becoming more and more apparent. Every economic sector needs to do its bit. And tourism is interesting because it relies on nature for a lot of the destinations, a lot of the products and the things that tourists want to do. So it has the potential to make a really positive contribution, to give something back, but also of course you can have a great footprint, a big negative footprint. So we were discussing some of the transitions, some of the shifts that are happening within the industry, within consumer preferences and within conservation, particularly here in the UK. When we think about nature, we are a country that's been a world leader in nature depletion, and yet we're seeing great strides in terms of nature recovery and rewilding opportunities. Equally, post-pandemic, we're seeing traditional destinations like Africa, traditional wildlife destinations beginning to resurge, but having to adapt to those shifts that we've seen come through in the pandemic, coming up with new ways of bringing tourists in, new ways of telling their story. And one of the things we've been thinking about is how does that ripple out into the broader travel and tourism industry, not just that focused on nature, but that which can have a negative footprint on nature. What can that wider industry do to improve its performance?